The level 2 or the section 2 or whatever. Yeah, okay. There were some ugly ones in there. I'm sorry. They didn't simplify. Delta Math isn't simplifying a whole lot. Let's see if I even. Oh, I don't have it in there. Okay, let's go level 2. Tell me what you want to look at, okay? Because they were all over the place. So is that one you want to do, or do you want me to keep scrolling through till I hit a different type? Yes, I can do your question. What's your question? You gotta tell it to me, okay? Let me get over here. I'm sorry the Avid tutor didn't do a good job.
Yeah, we just got a new one, so.
Who's your new one?
I don't remember his name.
Okay. Is it a Talkwitz grad?
His name's David Sanchez.
David Sanchez? Are you serious?
Yeah.
He basically just was like, you did this part wrong, and you should know how to do the rest. And I was like,
I'm texting him and giving him a hard time.
No, don't tell him we told you.
I'm gonna text him and see if he needs some calculus review.
I can't tell him.
His birthday's July 14th. That's how well I know him. He's a twin. He was in my class. I was pregnant with my David when he was in my class. So his birthday's like 4 days after mine. So I know the Sanchez brothers well. I'm impressed that he's back in tutoring. All right. So what's the problem?
The equation is 3 cosine xy.
3 cosine xy. Okay.
And the initial. Sorry, what?
Is that the right? Did I write it the right way?
Oh, I can't see your screen.
Oh, okay. I am not. Hold on. Let me get it so you can see my screen. I don't know. Text them and tell them that your card's ready. Okay. Because I told her you would text her when your card was ready. Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I'm done so you can use this computer. Okay. All right. Marilyn, is that what it looks like?
Yes, with parentheses around the x, but it's the same thing, I think, right?
Like this?
Just on the x.
Just on the x?
Yes.
Okay, so that actually does change the meaning of it a little bit because that's more of, I would think, a product rule like thing. Okay, and they just said that. Was that what the function equaled, or it said?
It said dy dx before.
Dy dx equaled that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Dy dx. You know what I'm doing? I'm going to send him a link to my video, a calculus video, so he can review.
And then on the initial condition, it was y pi over 2 equals -2.
-2. Okay, perfect. All right, so here we go. We're going to separate our variables to begin with. This is going to divide to the other side. So it would be y over dy, or y divided by y dy equals, this is going to multiply over. So 3 cosine of x dx, we throw a 1 there. So we've separated our variables. Okay. We're going to integrate both sides. All right. When we integrate 1 over y, what do we get? Yep, natural log y, good. All right, we integrate cosine, we should get sine of x plus c. We have an option at this point. This one's interesting with the negative there. We can either plug in now or plug in later. What Delta Math was having you plug in now, and it really doesn't matter. We were plugging in later, okay, when we were doing it. I'm going to go ahead and plug in now. What's bothering me a little bit is the negative inside the natural log, so I'm not sure how that would be treated in Delta Math. Because really, we shouldn't have a negative inside of a log. So I don't know if that's what's going on with that. But I'm going to pretend like it's okay. Sine of pi over 2 is we are out 0, up 1. So the sine of pi over 2 is 1. So natural log -2 equals 3 times, 1 plus C. This might even be the shirt from his year, actually. I can't remember if this, he had one of these, I think. His name might be on my back. He went up to this point and then stopped because he couldn't remember what to do. Tell him that Mrs. Ballard is disappointed. Just to the natural log. Okay. All right. 3 plus the natural log of -2. All right, and then I'm going to move this to the other side, and that's going to be my value, and it's a crazy look, and it's going to be minus. It's going to be -3 equals C. We're going to go back to the line before we plugged in our values here. Okay. And I'm going to substitute into there. So we've got natural log -2 equals 3 sine. Oops, I didn't go far enough. It's this one that we're plugging into. So let me get rid of the negative. It's not supposed to be -2, it's supposed to be y. So natural log of y, 3 sine of x plus this ugly mess, natural log -2 minus 3. It looks weird. And they were coming out this way, so that's okay. Got it. How did he have the answer if he didn't solve it all the way? All right. We got to get rid of that natural log. So this is where we exponentiate. Did he at least use the word exponentiate? Equals 3 e, and then we got to do e on this side too. The exponentiated on both sides. All right, no, he didn't. That's going to cancel, so we get e to the 3 sine x plus natural log of -2. And the part that's still bothering me is this little -2 inside of there, so I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know what delta math does with that. Okay? But that should be it.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Noelle.
So you know when you first like separate the variables, why does the y turn into a fraction?
Why does the y turn into a fraction? Because when I am separating this variable, right now it's under multiplication. In order to get it to the other side, we have to divide. So it has to be in the denominator. There's always assumed to be a 1 in the numerator when I divide. Because think about what's over here. It's 1 dy. There's always an invisible 1 no matter what. Okay?
And then when it's a fraction, like for example, 3 cosine xy, if it was a fraction instead, then it would be multiplication, so it would just be a y. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
The other one that I noticed was happening in this assignment, and I recorded what Cynthia and I did this morning, so I'll put all of it out there. Is they were doing this a lot in it. You'd get that. Remember, these aren't natural log. Those you have to bring up and make it a negative exponent before you integrate it. Okay. It says it's wrong. Tell me, can you look at the instructions piece? I don't know if that dings you on it or not, but I'm curious what the instructions piece said. Or maybe hold on. Let me see if I scroll through Delta Math really quick and can find one similar. It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. It's not that. Or if maybe we wrote it down wrong or something goofy. If you want, you can put it up and share your screen. That's not it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I hit the wrong button. No, it's not that one. These ones in this level 2 were icky. I'm not finding anything similar. Maybe you typed it in wrong. It says you have one more chance. Can we look at the instructions? Are we allowed to do that before it dings you? I don't remember with Delta Math. There we go. Thank you, Marilyn. All right. Oh, we did write it right. Can you look at the, what does show see, that's where that negative inside there drove me. Should I hit the show example? Let me see what that says. Hopefully that doesn't ding us. Oh, it's not even close. Dang it. All right, go hit next example. I'm curious to see if we can get another one similar. Nope, hit next example. No, we're not even getting close. All right, go back to your original problem because none of them are coming up close. You got that part right. The only thing I could think of is that it's like an undefined or something goofy about it. Let's go to C solution. I know it's going to make you go do another one. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. We'll figure. I'll do another one with you. They got the negative natural log. Oh, it was absolute value. That's where I screwed up. I'm sorry. I meant that we should have put absolute values there and it would have been positive too. I feel dumb now. I'm sorry. Let's do another one together. Because look at, we got it all right except that part. And then there's some goofy negative at the end, huh? Because it was less than 0. Yeah, we probably would have gotten it right anyways. Because where our point was less than 0. Because pi over 2 negative pi would have been here, so we'd have had to use less than. Okay, go to hit the next one. Let's do it together. I'll write it down. All right, there's our next one. This one's easier. dy dx equals 6y over x squared. Initial condition is y of -3 equals 1. Okay, I'm going to share again, make sure that you can see it. Let's see. Stop sharing. Let's share again. I feel bad because you got it wrong. We'll do it together. All right. So I've got, how do I move the y to the other side? What do we have to do? Well, at least make sure you get one right. So right now it's in the numerator. It's being multiplied. So how do I get it to the other side? We're going to separate the variables. That's right. How do I do that? What am I going to do? I'm going to, the y is being multiplied. How do I move? What's the opposite of multiply so I get it to the other side? We're going to divide. Good. All right, so we're going to divide that over. So we end up with 1 over y dy again, because there's always a 1 hanging out here. The dx we're going to move to the other side. So I've got 6 times 1 over x squared. I wrote that a little bit different. Going to add my integration in there. This side I would rewrite as negative x to the -2 dx. All right. And then 1 over y, when we integrate, is natural log. This time we're going to write the absolute value of y on there so we don't mess it up. Yes, whenever you're going to move that over, it's better if it doesn't have a coefficient on it. So you can leave the coefficient on the right. Okay. That's a nice little, so if we moved it over, now we're talking, we have to do a u substitution. We don't want to do that if we can avoid it. Okay. All right. We're integrating the left side now. So we get 6 x to the -1 divided by -1 plus c. Natural log absolute value of y equals -6 over x plus c. You should ask David how many years it's been since he's done calculus. I'm going to guess a lot. All right. Now we're going to plug in 1 and -3. So natural log of 1 equals -6 over, this one's nice compared to that last one. All right, what's the natural log of 1? There's another, do they keep switching the tutors or because they can't find somebody who can do calculus?
No, it's because our tutor that does calculus, she has a new schedule for her classes, so she had to leave. Yeah.
Who was the tutor for calculus?
Lupe?
Okay, I don't remember Lupe. She might have been in Lepis's class though.
I think she said she was, I'm not sure.
Yeah, she might have been in Lepis's class. So, anyways, all right, do we know what the natural log of 1 is? There we go, 0, good job. So 0 equals -2 plus c. C is equal to 2. We're going to go back to the line before we substitute it in. We're going to plug into there. So we've got the natural log of the absolute value of y equals -6x plus 2. We need to exponentiate both sides. So we get e to the natural log absolute value of y equals e to the -6 over x plus 2. These cancel. We still have that absolute. So this is where the plus minus piece comes in. So if you got it wrong with one of them, you could use the other. All right. And this is where we need that coordinate. I can't remember what the coordinate was. The -3, 1. Okay, so I am out -3 and I am up 1. Oh, I'm going to make a guess and say that it's supposed to be, the y value is positive, so I'm going to go with positive. No, yeah, the y value is positive because the last time it was below and the y value was negative. So I'm going to say that this is going to be positive. Don't type the plus sign, but that. Because it's based on where is that y value at, I think. And if that doesn't work, do the negative. Are you typing it in? Check it for us.
Does the negative have to be on the top or the bottom, or does it not matter? Or like on the front?
I would just type it in front of for the e, like where I have the plus sign.
No, on the negative.
Oh, here?
Yes.
In theory, it shouldn't matter. I usually group it with the numerator.
And the 2 is part of the exponent as well, right?
The 2 is part of the exponent, and it would be like you type this fraction and then you do a +2 after the fraction.
Okay.
If you need to, you can always put parentheses around this.
Without the parentheses, it was wrong. Should I try negative?
Try putting the negative in front of the e then.
No.
And put it didn't like that either?
No, the answer was -2.
It was -2? What did you must have missed a sign somewhere then. We got it. We added 1, right? We add 1, that gets us -1. Divide by a negative.
I can share my screen.
Yeah, go ahead and share it. Let me see what they did. 3. I don't see a mistake in mine yet, but it's entirely possible there's one there. Okay, scroll down a bit. Part we all are the same on. Plug in the point -3, 1. Oh, look at where we lost it. It was supposed to be -3, and look at what I put in. There's the mistake. So that would have made this 2. That would have made that, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I messed you up again.
No, it's okay.
Apparently I'm no better than the avid tutor. I did pass the AP test.
I'm going to take pictures just
He
in case
did.
a similar one comes up.
We forget about the assignment. I think, how many did we have to get right on that one? Do I have to get 4 of them? Okay, I'll go reduce it to like 2.
Okay.
So we'll edit that one because guessing there's only like a few of you that have started. So, but I can go edit the assignment and reduce it to like 2. If you're getting them off the first one, that's good. I didn't realize the second one was so hard. So you're welcome, Noelle, anytime. The first one was easy. Of course it was. I'm not going to put the hard ones on the test. So don't panic. And AP, this is harder. That's harder than what College Board would put on too. So, okay. All right. Is there anything else I can help you with, ladies? I'll go reduce this right now so that we can get it fixed. All right. That one was, oh, it was the differentials. Which assignment was this? Oh, 46, is that right? Yeah, 46, okay. Let me go to skills. Level 2, since we've already spent 36 minutes on it, let's just reduce it to doing one of those, right? How's that sound? All right, so now it should only take like, 20 minutes to do. There you go. So get one done right. All right, so but close it out. Make sure that it, to reset it. So hopefully that resets the assignment for you. All right, 16 for the slope field sheet. Okay, I can do that. I hope. What's this notebook? Slope fields are hiding in here in the notebook. Okay. Slope fields. Come on. There it is. 16. All right. So we got to find, you want help sketching it? Marilyn, Calc in college is going to be super easy because you've survived this. Okay. So, and you're going to go next year, and we're going to do really good next year too. Okay. So, and hopefully next year we'll be in person and we can actually see and have a dialogue daily about this. So, the hard part about Calc in college is I go in and I teach you the step by step by step. They don't always do that in college, which is why you always want to go to like the TA's sessions. The professors will do a lot of like the theorems and the theory. So, and there's sometimes you get the guy who writes and erases at the same time. So apparently there was still one of those at UCR a few years ago. The D section is where you're stuck on. Yeah, so you gotta watch. I went to so I was a math major. I don't think I would have survived math had I not gone to a really super small school. So, because I got a lot of attention from my professors, and the professors actually taught, and then you could go into office hour with the professor. We didn't have TAs because the school was so small. My school was as small as Tockwitz is. So that's something to think about if you're thinking about going that route. Math departments are usually by nature pretty small, but you don't want to be sick because when you take calc at a university like UCR, you're sitting in there with 100, 200 people. And so you're well prepared for that coming out of my class. All right, B is where we're stuck. Okay, so looking at B, let F be the function size, the differential. We're supposed to write the equation of the tangent line to the curve that passes through the point 1, 1. Use your tangent line to estimate the value. Okay, so they gave us this. So to get a tangent line, remember we need a point and a slope. So I'm going to plug this into here to get the slope. I'm just going to do my work here. So dy dx 4, 1, 1 equals 1 times 1 over 2, which is 1/2. So my tangent line would be y minus 1 equals 1/2 times x minus 1. And then they like to convert this into f. So we'd say f of x. You don't have to do this, but you can move that 1 to the other side. And then we're going to plug in the 1.2. You don't want to distribute. So you get 1/2 times 0.2 plus 1, whatever that ends up being. 0.2 is like 2/10, right? So 1/10 plus 10/10 would be 11/10. You're not bad at math, Marilyn. You're learning it. It's okay. I was bad at math too. Do you want to know what kind of grades I got in college in math? Would that make you feel better? Because you don't have to get A's in college to get your degree. I got like C's. I think I graduated high school. We didn't have as many. Well, did I have you? No, you said you were from. Did your sister take my classes at all? You can do this. You 100% can. Okay, that's right. They went to a different. That's right. We had that conversation. That's what I was thinking. No, don't let your sister discourage you. You'll be fine. You'll get there. I can have one of my former students who's teaching math right now in Utah reach out. She did a math degree at BYU. She was fine. So you'll be fine. We'll get you there. You just got to stick with it. Not get discouraged. Okay? Keep smiling. Noelle, are we good? You're welcome, kiddo. Yep, we can do 15. Okay, let's look at 15. All right, so 15, so the right is a slope field for the differential. We're given the solution to the differential with the initial condition and then the limit. So they want us to find the limit of this thing as we're approaching infinity. So as we're approaching infinity at -2, 1, that's -3, that would be at about 2, this would be at about 1. -2, 1 would be somewhere in there. So that's my graph. It looks like it's doing like something like this. And like this is something, I don't know. All right, so solution with initial condition limit as x is approaching infinity. It looks like it's 2. I don't know if that's the right answer or not, because look at where it's 0. It's got a horizontal asymptote right here. That's what that is. And if we're looking at this region right here, it really doesn't have anything to do with doing any calculus on this. It's looking at the graph and noticing that it looks like it's got that horizontal tangent. I'm pretty sure it's 2. I will look up the answer and find out, though. I'm going to have to dig a little bit to find my answers. Okay? But I'm pretty sure it's 2. That at least makes sense in my brain. All right? You're welcome. See, that's what makes teaching math so great, because everyone else is scared of it. Plus, you'll have a job easy. All right, ladies, is there anything else I can help you with today? I hope I'm not intimidating. I don't mean to be. Last year you were nervous? Did I come in and teach Rondeau's class when you were in it?
No, I was actually in your class in the beginning of the year with
You were?
with Pojas and Mason, but then my schedule got changed because I got out of zero period, and then I got switched to Rondeau.
Gotcha. So you
Yeah.
were scared of me at the beginning of last year?
Yeah,
Was it that bad?
because I had Rondeau for algebra and geometry during the summer, so I was just
Gotcha.
comfortable with her, obviously. So I was just like, I hope I have Rondeau again, because I was scared to switch to a different teacher.
She and I are pretty similar though.
Yeah, I noticed that when you teach her class a couple times.
Yeah. So once you get into it, I don't mean to be intimidating, but hopefully it's better now. So hopefully you get it broken down now. All right, ladies, if you don't need anything else, I'm going to go and check on my kiddos and see how they're doing. They've had a rough day, so I need to go and be mom for a few minutes. All right, have a good break. If you need anything, let me know, okay? Bye, Noelle. You're welcome.